All right, welcome back, guys. We're back for another episode of the playthrough. One thing I wanted to quickly do before we kind of proceed to the next game is check out some of the champion like win rates and stuff like that. Let's see. Let's just go to overall win rate. So this is by player. Is this 10, 11, 12? Yeah, so this is like season like official matches. This isn't their solo queue stats. All right, let's take a look at the champions. I don't know how reflective this is of the, now that I think about it, this actually does seem pretty accurate. So I was wondering in regards to these champion stats, if it's just like how much of it is like pure randomness in the like, I don't know how they simulate this. I don't know if it's like when the enemy teams play each other, like when an AI team plays against another AI team, if it's like a true sim of a real match as if it was one that I was playing, or if the behavior of the champions was any different. But looking at this is probably, they probably do like actually have a way to simulate a real match with the characters, because the champions that are towards like the top of these win rates versus towards the bottom are pretty reflective of what I noticed myself, both when I was playing and in like experiments and stuff I've run. Let me see the bans. Yeah, so Executioner, Berserker. Berserker, the AI bans a lot. That kind of tracks. Magic Knight gets banned a lot. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, I would say Jiangxi Gambler. I would say this top 5 minus Fighter are ones that I've definitely noticed are like really strong. It's interesting to see Fighter be that high up there. Archer has the highest damage dealt. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, look, it's the 4 marksman. Yeah, that Pole Warrior is really high. Interesting. Pole Warrior really high for damage taken too. Cool. Yeah, I just wanted to take a look at this, kind of see what this looked like. So in terms of pick rate, Pole Warrior's the second highest pick rate, really. I haven't noticed too many of them in my games. Maybe I'll try Pole Warrior out some more. I didn't pick it in the last episode because the ult seems kind of weak, but maybe just, I mean, the 2 basic spells are some of the best in the game in terms of like team fighting and skirmishing and everything. So maybe having just kind of like a mediocre ult doesn't really mean that much if the stats are just, really good. But we'll just see what happens in the draft. I don't think that champion is like super top tier, but I want to play at least like some variety while still wanting to win, so we'll try out some different champions. I think I played Dual Blader for the first time in the last game. That's a character that the computer picks really frequently, so I did want to try that one out. All right. It does take a while. If you guys start a save, I would recommend to make sure to copy the save. There's a way to do that. I think people have a guide on it in the Discord. Maybe that's something I'll cover eventually on the channel, but there's a way where you can, when you like hit escape to save your game, you can take that file like on your desktop, on your actual like computer files, and copy wherever you saved it, wherever your save file is, into a new folder, and you can load it back into your game and create a bunch of different save states, essentially, if you wanted to continue from any particular point. And so if you wanted to skip the off season, or wanted to like just replay a bunch of matches really quickly, that's one way you could do it, is you could kind of just save your game and then load it up so you don't have to sit through a lot of the like loading screen type stuff. But all right, we are getting into game. We are against Grid Strikers. They go ahead and ban the Gambler. We'll just do our classic Executioner ban. I don't want to ban one of Berserker or Cavalry. I'm assuming they're going to take one of them at first pick, so I want to save the other one. Let's go ahead and ban... let's ban Gunner, because I think the other power pick besides Berserker and Cavalry is going to be one of the Marksmen. So let's just see who they take. They go with the Ogre. Okay, we'll just lock in Berserker Cavalry. They go Dual Blader Ghost. That's interesting. They have Ghost. I'll go ahead and take the Sniper. And then let's do something a little bit different. So I have... so I need another solo laner. Let's go with the Bull Warrior. We were talking about potentially running that character. So we need a support now. I could go Knight, but I just played Knight in the last game. Do I want to go Android, maybe? We've seen a bunch of Hammer already on this playthrough. The problem is Priest, Pythoness, and Monk are all, like, really bad, so I just don't really want to play them. We can go with Android. I think it's one of the weaker supports, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Let's leave Bull Warrior mid lane. We can do these lane assignments. They have Ogre Ghost bottom lane. That's interesting. All right, I think this game we want to focus on top. Farming or ganking? I think we want our cavalry to farm in this game. Early Serpent attempt. Let's just do flexible. Don't join. Group up. Hard engage. Maintain distance. We'll have our Berserker split push. All right. This is cool. The defensive tactics. I'm not sure. Risk losing towers to force fights when the enemy is outnumbered. Groups up to safely defend the lane being pressured by the enemy. Let's try force fight. We have a good comp for it. I'll just kind of see if I notice if that changes anything. But this is what we're going to go with. Let's get into game 1 of this series. All right, anything weird with the items? Doesn't look like it. Bull Warrior versus Dual Blader. Getting really close to tower range there. They have a Lancer jungle who just walked straight into our side of the jungle and killed our cavalry. That was pretty crazy. Cavalry's going back to farming. Our Berserker looks like he's about to go down as well. Off to a rough start in the early game. Just problems in lane and in the jungle. Getting invaded. Okay, we dodged the skill shot from the Dual Blader. They're on the Serpent. We're not nowhere near in position to contest it, but that's okay. Well, if we walk up anyway... They had 2 people peel off to chase the cavalry, and it left them in a 3v2 on the actual objective, and we ended up turning the fight. We're going to kill 3 people here. That's crazy. That was a really bad misplay from the enemy team. We should take the objective. Okay, there we go. We're a bit slow to start it, but... We do turn around and start hitting the objective. It's only half HP, and it looks like we're trying to catch out Ogre? Okay, we get the kill. We're really low on health, though. I feel like we're going to have to disengage and kind of give up our position. Our sniper does get caught out barely. So we got 4 kills, but I feel like we could have just gotten the Serpent like right after the initial team fight that was won. There's a couple of mistakes there between both teams. Our sniper got 3 kills, though, which is really, really good for us. The blue team does end up taking the Serpent. It's not the end of the world. Our Bull Warrior needs to recall. Okay, top tower's dead, which is pretty nice. That was our not grouping for objectives instruction, or not joining for the early Serpent instruction. We got our Berserker solo tower gold there. There's a 2v2 kill bot. Berserker still was staying top lane. He's just going to get chased down by Fighter and die. Yep. That was a bit of a mistake there. Pole Warrior going for the solo kill mid lane and is able to get it. Really nice. A completed item on her as well. Pretty back and forth games so far. This game has been really like sloppy looking, if I'm being honest. A lot of like weird positional things and decisions going on from both teams. Ghost support just seems so strange. That's one thing the AI, they pick so many carry champions in the support role, and they get less gold because their instructions tell them to not like take minions, so they get no creep gold. If they get a bunch of kills, it's one thing, but in most games, they're just going to be lower gold than whoever the carry in the bot lane is. So we did get a pick onto Morgard, and they had a bunch of champions like recall and stay in their lanes. So we're getting just a free look at the Morgard here. This is kind of crazy. Nice. We got it. And we're engaging onto the Ghost under tower. Not quite able to finish the kill. Our sniper just ran straight mid with no allies and got CC'd by the dual blader and just got one shot. Rough mistake there. Didn't get much damage on the tower either during the siege, but we have a Morgard buff coming out of base on 4 of our champions. We're grouping 3 bot lane, since that is the closest outer tower that we can siege, and we can turn it into a serpent attempt as well once our sniper is up, hopefully. This is weird positioning on the map. The dual blader is hitting mid tower. We're engaging onto the ogre. Will he have time to ult? He doesn't get his ult off, so we are able to kill him. And this looks like a pretty free serpent. If they try and engage and take it from us, we'll probably just mow down the fight, but they don't go for that type of a play. 4 people roam mid. We kill the sniper on the mid wave, and now the fighter is all by himself, gets CC'd and gets killed. Sniper and Pole Warrior doing a lot of damage. This is looking good. Much cleaner since kind of the pick around Morgard from our team. It was looking pretty rough for the first, like, 4 minutes of the game, but these last 2 minutes have been very clean, and it helps having a ton of extra gold. Berserker getting more kills in the side lane. Almost is able to 1v1 the Lancer, but gets collapsed upon. Ends up going down. 30 seconds on the Morgard, so he'll be kind of spawning right when that spawns. Our android is... That shield is really low cooldown. That is like a really low cooldown spell that applies a stun at the end. Well, it applies a stun at the end of it, so I guess the cooldown on the stun itself will be a little bit longer since you have to wait for the shield to expire, but gets a shield pretty frequently. It's a pretty good spell. I remember the first couple of games that I played, I tried Android, and I didn't see that he had a stun, but his stun is applied onto his shield, so it's just, he has one, it's just super delayed. Yeah, Ghost looks super useless, man. It's like an assassin hyper carry champ that you're intentionally putting on support where he gets no gold or levels. He's like splitting experience in lane, he gets no gold from minions, and he's just way behind in the game. Seems like a super useless pick. But we do get some more kills. 3 champions on the enemy team go down, and we're hitting the Morgard now. Really good game from the sniper pop. I don't really call I call them by their character names way more often than their summoner names. Look at that ult! Oh my god! The freaking... Wait, can I go back? How does this work? Go back 10 seconds? Look at this Pole Warrior ultimate. That is crazy. That's like the ninja ult, but on a better character. This will wrap up game number 1. Goes to Kinetic Surge. We're back kind of to some winning ways. Really good damage out of everyone. This was just a bit of a stomp once the Morgard fight started. Damage taken. We didn't really take a lot of damage. I mean, they didn't really deal any damage. 7,000, 6,000 was their highest damage. That was a quick game. Only 8 minutes on that game, which by the new kind of pacing standards that they put in the patch notes and stuff, that's a pretty quick game. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna ban Berserker Cavalry because we see them so frequently. They banned Executioner. I was actually thinking about taking it. Let's go with, let's get like we'll take the Jiangxi. There's 2 marksmen. Oh, there's 3 marksmen up, so I don't need to worry about. Oh, they picked knight. Interesting. Okay, let's go with the gunner this time. And we'll take fighter again. Priest and pole warrior. So they're gonna have one of priest or knight in a lane. The AI tends to put priest in like a solo lane a lot, or like on the 80 carry roll, like a carry roll. I could go like swordsman ogre. Who'd be support then? I could go fighter support. Who'd be my jungler? Swordsman? Would Pyro be good this game? I don't think so. Not with a pole warrior in like CC from a knight. I don't want to take Lancer. Just not that good of a unit. So I think just in terms of the best units available, Swordsman and Ogre are probably kind of the best units. Oh, there's Dual Blader. I could do Dual Blader jungle. I think I'm going to do that. Dual Blader and Ogre. Yeah, let's do it. They go with the hammer. Last pick. So let's put the Dual Blader jungle, fighter support, and then we'll have Ogre and Jiangxi in the solo lanes, double tank. Cool. So we have engage, we have just huge front line and an ADC to kind of deal the DPS on the hammer and the knight. They put their priest in the jungle. Oh no, she's not gonna be able to kill any camps. I'm gonna set it to counter jungling. Just go invade her and kill her over and over again. I'm going to be focusing mid-bot this game. Always join. Actually, no. We're going to always attempt Serpent, but we're not going to join it. I think we just mow down their team at Serpent with a priest jungle. Hard engage, dive, force fight. I just want to be as aggressive as possible. We can split push with our Jiangxi. That's fine. Let's do it. All right, I'm curious to see what the deal is with this priest. Can she even clear the minions? I guess she can heal herself to sustain. It's just gonna take her forever to kill the camps. Like, look how slow this is. She's already done. She's gonna finish 2 camps before priest finishes the first camp, and she's gonna invade too. Oh, we already got a kill in the bot lane. What even happened? So they engaged onto us. Oh, and a stun right in the middle of the pole warrior dash. We get the fighter stun. Really good. So the priest finished a camp. Oh yeah, this priest has to be dead now, surely. I actually don't know what Dual Blader's spell is. Her CC spell is on her level 3 ability. But the priest stuck around and just died anyway. Went to the 80 carry as well. Yeah, this one, this seems like a rough, a rough game for the AI. Like, it feels kind of bad to say, but this game was like almost predetermined. When I don't think they should allow some champions to be assigned in certain roles, like in the logic of the game or like the coding of the game, and stuff like this is just. It makes no sense. It'd be like putting a Soraka jungle in League of Legends. She just won't be able to kill the camps. It just takes too long. She's still level 2. Everyone else in the game is level 3, about to hit level 4. We're on the Serpent. They did get a kill back, but we got 2 in return. Could be 3 in return. It is 3 in return. Our AD carry is 4-0. I'm pretty sure this game is over already. Kind of an anticlimactic end of the series, but it, I think I got, like, a little bit better of an idea of kind of how to draft and stuff, and just which champions are good. I also think in some of the previous games, we were just kind of unlucky with, like, I don't think there was an issue with draft or strategy, just, like, random chance that we were getting 3 more guards in a game and not closing out games. I think that was more just, like, randomness. Maybe, like, grouping up with the Morguard instead of setting it to 1-4 split might be better, but I think 1-4 split, in theory, should be the best kind of application of using Morguard buff. But yeah, I think we were just kind of unlucky in those couple of games, but the team is looking way better now. Okay, I'm going to slow it down. We're at some big fights now. Our gunner's kind of caught out of position here trying to kill the pole warrior, but he's not going down. He's... What? Does the enemy just not have any damage or something? Like, how did that gunner stay alive? I don't know, but we're just chain killing them now. No one on their team has a completed item, and we have 4 completed items. It's just a stomp. It is just a stomp. We're on the Morguard now. I think they're going to approach, but they're all just going to die again. We get a dual blader knock up onto the knight. She goes down. Our gunner dodges the sniper ult. They didn't show what happened in that top lane fight, but I'm guessing no one died, and we get another kill mid lane. Another big game from Pop. He's been playing pretty good the last couple of series. Our superstar jungler, Ashley Kang herself, is also has been doing pretty good. Another skirmish here. This is like a 4v3. We zoned the sniper back to base early. And yet, to look at the levels, like, our whole team is level 7, level 8. They have a bunch of level 7s, and their priest is still level 4 because she can't kill anything. She has 12 farm. Their mid laner has 7 farm. That's why, like, Knight, when you put Knight somewhere that isn't support, she just doesn't kill minions. Like, I don't know if it's just her character or, like, if she just died over and over again trying to skirmish or something. But some champions are just way better in certain roles than in other ones, and yeah, the AI just, especially in this game, I think just kind of blundered what champions went where. And yep, we just clean up the Morguard, kill them on the Serpent. They keep trying to approach us on the Serpent. We just keep mowing them down. Our team's looking good, I will say. We are kind of stomping now. We've stomped the last couple of series in a row. Which, listen, don't get me wrong. I'd rather just stomp every game because I figured out, you know, strategies that are good and champions that are good than to just lose every game like I was in the first kind of 3 or 4 episodes where our team was 0-3. And hopefully this helps you guys kind of get a good feel of what kind of characters are good and strategies to use in your own games in the future. Yeah, look, so when we get Morguard, I think the team that gets Morguard is so much stronger that you can 4v5 anyways. Like, we just 4v5 ace them in the top side while we grouped on this top inner tower, and we have our instructions set to 4-1 split push with our Zhangxi pushing a lane, and he just took 2 towers and pushed all the way down the lane, and we still just aced them. So we just spread the buff around the map and just get way more gold. I just think that strategy is very, very strong. Our gunner could be getting caught out here. Sniper has a lot of range. Doesn't end up getting the kill. It looks like this game is going to be wrapping up pretty soon. Morguard is spawning, though, so there might be another Morguard on the table. I love the animation on that hammer ult, how it knocks everyone in the air for so long like that. That looks super cool. The only problem... hammer... like in the playtest compared to the demo, it was so good at just keeping someone locked in place like where they were. Like he had the spammable knockup and then the slow that just meant that nobody could get away from him. So he's really good if your team was winning the fight or like isolating the first target that he CC'd and like bursting someone. and then he could chase and just like if he ever gets in range to see someone, you could just chase and get more kills, and he was so effective at doing that. But now that his ult like knocks everyone away, he became like a disengaged character, or like a Poppy in League of Legends, where you like knock some people away to make a numbers advantage in the fight. But I just think that in this like type of a game and the way that the match engine works, that's way less effective of like a play style than just keeping somebody locked down in place while the rest of your team kills them. I think Hammer was one of the units that got kind of hit the hardest from the update that added all the ults. Well, there we go. Another 2-0 win, 25,000 damage, a monster pop-off, 10-0-18. That's what I'm going to call it when our AD carry pop has a sick game. It is a true pop-off. Yeah, pretty big stomp. Fighter's also a pretty good support champion. He provides a lot of damage without like any items and stuff, just in his base character. And the rest was just, you know, utility to make up the comp. 900 damage for their priest jungle. 2,000 damage and 2,000 damage for their 2 tanks and their carry rolls. It just... not a good team comp from the enemy. Not much more to say about that, but... oh well, we'll take it. Another 2-0 victory, and we are climbing the standings, you know, 2 back-to-back, pretty clean 2-0s. And hopefully, we play 9 matches in total, so hopefully we can kind of get like top 4 maybe. Let's make 4th kind of our goal after the 0-3 start that we had. I think that would be a good kind of target to go for. The game against Binary Target Tigers is going to be a big one. We don't play them next. That's our second to last game, so we play Hyper Jump next in our next match. Where are they at? So they're a 3-2 team. Okay, 3rd place. Pretty worthy foes. Should be a better team. But yeah, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching yet again. Feel free to like and comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. It really helped me out. But until next time, guys, I'll see you. Peace.